Hello, YouTube. Hello, McTown. Hello, Red Pill. If you're watching this on the Win channel, on my channel, the photo is right side up. If you're watching on the Baron channel, the thumbnail is upside down. And if you're watching either of the Tico Trend channels, it's either to the left or to the right. The photograph of what you see is Nagasaki, World War II. Now, the reason for that photograph is basically is the result of the right amount of thinking, not underthinking, not overthinking, the right amount. Now, the premises of this live stream called is pretty much it's your thing. Like, I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for Yam. I can't speak for Tico. I can't speak for anybody else but me. So I do what I do on my channel. Everything else I do on the other channel is with the permission of everybody else. It's with the permission of everybody else. Now, the reason I say it's your thing, and why in the description is all in jacked up fonts, is because that's what I hear when somebody says tells me to grow my channel. I don't, quite frankly, I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I'm not on YouTube all the time. For the most part, YouTube does not pay me. It doesn't pay me anything to be on here. Twitch does not pay me to be on here. Yeah, I'm doing this for free. Tico, Trent, and Yam are nice enough to let me basically shack up or basically perform a live stream on their channel, whether it be good or a shack completely another shacked up. That being said, is if I shack up, it's what it is. I shack up. What I do is like says, okay, yeah, I shacked up. I'm gonna learn from it. I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna keep it in mind for later on. Keep in mind my shack up for later on, because that's the only thing you can do is if you shack up. Is basically move on and keep it in mind. Don't dwell. I don't dwell on this. I don't dwell on me making a mistake. I am not whoever died for somebody's sins 2,000 and some odd years ago. I'm not that person. With that being said, being that I am not that person, is the fact is I am human. I am a human being. Human beings screw up. It's in their nature to screw up, to shack up. The thing is, like, people have to learn to move on and advance in their lives. You know, good afternoon. It's currently afternoon. Like, I'm a human being. I'm not a machine. I'm not this omnipotent being that is going that is supposed to be perfect, right? And that being said, is one of the reasons why even in my unit, people tell people not to mess with me because I can make fun of myself better than they can. Now, yesterday during the live stream, I was in pain. I was hurting. I had to go to the VA hospital. You know, I had to go to the VA because I jacked myself up pretty decently. You know, I went to go pull this sled. My knee went pop. My knee went pop. Now, right, screw this. Check this up. Now, I'll show you something here. Now, I'm gonna do my best to hide all the confidential information, things that I don't want you to see. See that? That is called that is the VA that is the VA hospital headband, armband. Either I'm a veteran or I'm a dependent. And if I'm a dependent, that means I'm either associated with a veteran. I'm a veteran. I'm not going to tell you the location I went to because that would be that's enough confidential information to shack my life up. I'm not going to show you the UPC codes or the barcodes because that's enough information to shack my life up on a live stream. That's all I can show. That's all I'm going to show you. But my knee went pop. I went down. Now, did I treat people well? Like, am I still in pain? Yes, I'm still in pain. But guess what? I got to deal with it. Like, even my shack up. Yesterday, I was in pain. I shacked up a live stream. Guess what? I don't use it. I'm not going to use it as an excuse. You know, when I hit that link, I should have been at 100%. I should be at 100%, whether I'm in pain or not. It does not matter. I don't take being hurt or being in pain as an excuse. That is not an excuse to me. Yeah, my knee went down, but I'm not using it. I'm not going to validate it as an excuse. If I felt that my pain was clouding my judgment, and the time frame that I was clouding my judgment, I should have never hit that link. And the whole growing your channel thing, as I said, I'm not a full time YouTuber. I've got a life. I've got a life off of YouTube. I'm a truck driver. I'm a guardsman. Every month, I go to drill. Every single month. When they have drill, I've got a specific day that I got to report. Otherwise, I'm marked absent. And don't want to be that. But me being in pain is not a valid excuse. It's not a valid excuse. My body, like I said, my body's going. I'm 34 years old. My body's going downhill. You know, needs a shot. I mean, either A, through freaking pain, through injury, or B, trying to compensate for the other. Basically causing myself more damage. You know, it is what it is. But for me, I shouldn't. I mean, if I wouldn't have hit the link, who knows what happened. Now, we're gonna talk about why I've been kind of thrown off lately. I'm holding people accountable. That I've been trying to hold people accountable for the jack fornicacy that's been going on, for their own jack fornicacy. Whether they want to admit that they're wrong or not, it does not matter to me. Whether they want to improve their life, improve their stuff, it does not matter to me. You know, I don't care. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to do my best to improve the quality of my life. Whether it means nothing or not, I don't care. The only thing you can worry about is the here and now. The only thing I can worry about is the here and now. The only thing I'm gonna worry about is the here and now. Because guess what? There's nothing that I can do. I can do my part, just be myself. You know, that's the only thing that can be done. I mean, am I gonna try to grow? Am I gonna try to grow my channel every time I get on YouTube? Yeah, I'll try. I won't wholeheartedly try. I'll kind of like freaking cheese wang it. I could cheese wang it. You know, heck, you'd be lucky. You'd be lucky if you get that. Trying to grow my channel, I don't care. As I said it before, I am not a full time YouTuber. Like I said, I don't live my life through YouTube. I don't take YouTube seriously. I really don't. I don't take it seriously. Just as much as I can get if I get my channel up high, guess what? It can get taken down a notch. It can get taken down right there. So I don't take YouTube seriously. I've been on YouTube for maybe since 2014. I've been making content. I mean, my first YouTube video was a video game thing. Was a Warframe game. Was a Warframe clip. But guess what? I took it down. I mean, shoot, I held those 2 subscribers. That's for doggone sure. But for the most part, I don't worry about it. Just so I mean, what am I supposed to worry about? I mean, nothing. I Every time I make a mistake, I move on, see it for the next time. You know, you're a human being. I am not a omnipotent being. I am not all seeing. I'm not all knowing. I'm a human freaking being. I'm not trying to impress nobody. Literally, if you were to meet me, you would think that you would wonder how can he literally go out of the house that way? How can he literally go out, leave the house like that, or leave his truck like that? Well, I got a job where I don't got to impress anybody. I really don't have to impress anybody. When I walk out the house looking like a hot freaking. I walk out the truck, look out the house, knowing that I'm gonna get in my truck anyway, look like a hot freaking mess. I will walk out in sweatpants and a t-shirt with sweatpants tucked in some untied boots and not think of it, anything of it. Literally. Yeah, I can clean up and get a suit on every once in a while, but for the most part, I'm not impressing not a single human being. I'm not much. I'm not much to be not much to impress. I don't care. Like right now, I got some jeans and a sweat and a freaking hoodie on. Like literally, I'm not worried about it. I don't worry about it. Like if you want to take my advice, take it with a freaking Himalayan pink salt lamp. Take it with a freaking giant salt rock, a giant hunk of Himalayan pink salt. That the ones that these people like to say, "Oh, I'm cleansing the air of spirits and yada 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 yada," and whatever type of horse twaddle they like to wipe their behinds with, you know, whatever type of horse twaddle they like to wipe their behinds with. I am clearing the air with this mythical Himalayan salt crystal that they probably just basically just nothing more than a big salt rock, and it's just maybe chip off a bit, grind it up, and season their food with it. Realistically speaking, it's probably just food coloring. You know, nothing more than food coloring and salt. I hate to break it to you, but 9 times out of 10, that's probably what it is. It's food coloring and salt. But what about the crystals? What about the gem, the crystal, the quartz, and the good weed, the blue, the sweet, and the goddamn flabbergas and flabberty flim flam crap. Well, guess what? Those crystals might be real. They might be just resin. The healing properties of crystals. Well, somebody done cuckoo, cachooed, and screwed you and lied to you. Told them they're gonna get you. They got your paycheck next week. I feel so much better when I get a crystal massage. Well, good. That means the placebo effect is working. You know what else is a placebo effect? We are here to help. We are here to help, and we will get through this together. That is one heck of a placebo effect. The goal of my channel, Tico's and Baron Yam's channel, whether you agree with the methods or not, is basically to provide information. Whether the information is useful to you or useful to you later on or at the time, it is up to your discretion. Now, the reason you don't tell me that whether or not I am something, you don't tell me that I'm a horrible person or something like that. It's the same reason you don't call Baron Yam a horrible person. You ever heard of a self-fulfilling prophecy? You ever heard of a fulfilling prophecy? Now, there are levels to this that I won't, to that type of stuff that I won't cross, that me and Baron Yam won't cross. But we're ultimately, you tell me I'm a freaking trash person and tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what you think is wrong, I'm gonna do it. Yam's gonna do it. And show you what happens when we do that. But there's a certain level that we won't cross. That if you tell me that I'm this person, I'm just gonna walk away from you. Yam's gonna walk away from you. You know? It's what it is. It is what it is. But this was gonna be a short podcast. Tico and Yam could join in if they felt necessary. But it was gonna be I mean, it wasn't gonna be that long. I didn't expect it to be that long. I figured stuff like this should be done in real life personalities, not take 1, 2, 6, 7, 69, 80. This is Red Pill on the Wind. Like, share, subscribe if you're watching on Tico on either Tico Trends channel, one on if you're watching that on that Twitch stuff thing, majigger, whatever. Hit the something button that says whatever. If you're watching it on either Baron Yam, you're watching on any of the YouTube channels, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section on either how much of a horrible person I am, and then how I'm never going to make it to the pearly gates. And I got a rebuttal for that. Look here, I'm a horrible Christian and an even worse Muslim. And I was told I was going to go. I was going to heck. I was going to hell on all 3 books. In 3 books. So there's your rebuttal to that answer. Red Pill in the Wind signing off.